Hello everyone, I am Nguyen of Dong University, who will present the paper, a study on the smart contract wicklet analyzer for security decentralized application. I am going to start the presentation. I have divided my presentation into four parts, including introduction, network, smart contract security, wicklet analyzer, file recursion, and the future research. In the first part, introduction, I am going to talk about blockchain technology. Blockchain technology is also kind of distributed nature, all consecutive block which are linked with each other through the hash value of the previous block header. A block including cryptographic hash, time span, loss, and transaction data. And consensus protocol is a paper of blockchain, where the organizing pretty simple and legitimate action are all secreted. We have some common consensus protocol such as proof of work, proof of stake, and proof of authority. Recently, blockchain technology has a dynamic spider where span tested when Ethereum started the other blockchain tool project and spending the capital and application blockchain by introduction tooling combined smart contract. Some common applications of blockchain technology are healthcare, data storage, financial exchange, and etc. Figure 1 shows the general stack of blockchain. HCT are also known as the microchip. Each chip in which each lever load is labeled with the cryptographic hash of data block, and each lever load is labeled with the cryptographic hash in a tri-load label. The majority hash tree implementation are the binary. Each load has a two tri-load, but they can also have many more tri-loads. A microchip total on transaction in block and generated a digital fingerprinter of the entire setup operation, allowing the user to verify whether it included a transaction in the block. Yes, then a second part, I am going to talk about network. Smart contracts are programming storage per blockchain that send when predetermined conditions are met. They are compiled by Ethereum Virtual Machine (EVM) to grant the tried bytecode and executed on a blockchain platform through a that evaluation. We have some smart contract advantages such as code efficiency, processing speed, and autonomy and deniability. The most used language for smart contract is Solidity, which also called for some of the issue affecting smart contract security. Solidity is currently package language designed to target to the EVM, Ethereum Visual Smart Machine, and it influenced by C++, Firestorm, and JavaScript. Figure 3 so a simple example smart contract code of how the vending machine would look if it were a smart contract, like how a spending machine removes the net of vendor employer. Smart contract can deploy in intermediaries in many industry. And yeah, next two I am going to talk about software wicklet analyze method. Software wicklet analyze method is a analyze technical that allows whether the wicklet the source cross software availability to network to security. It can be naturally divided into static analysis and dynamic analysis. For our example, check of the static analysis, how to find my completer, code input, model extraction, and intermediate representation, and analysis and return result. Then, in the third part, I am going to talk about structured smart contract with security workload analyzer. If I have some component including getter, generated abstract syntax trees, ASD, intermediate code, and workload analyzer. Abstract syntax tree is a kind of tree the representation of the abstract synthetic structure of code writing a programming language. ASD node is created by Anto library after removal and accessory load from the page tree and has on the static information necessary for security workload, analyzer, memory, inflation, increase, and time accuracy when analyzing security workloads. Yeah. After writing ASD, the intermediate code graduator travel the ASD and covers the source to the intermediate code from mass within a smart intermediate language. The intermediate code covers the source code to smart intermediate using information from the symbol table, springboard, and literal table. The code generation processing is divided into operator processing and symbol processing. After that, abstract syntax tree, pattern, and definition, user chain, analyzer technical should be used for the security workload detection. For example of object syntax tree pattern, it travels the object syntax tree and visits the load, corresponding the load, and check whether the target, the trigger, is a mark time by referring to the symbol table. Unlike abstract symbol tree, the definition user chain generator generates the defined U chain of variable user in the block. The definition chain is a natural divided into basic variable and adjust variable. Finally, detection results should be formatted to JSON, HTML, and XML, and the return. Some information of return include workload name, line, and workload description. Yes, finally, I identify to end and conclusion and the future result of the paper. In the paper, we use some static analysis technique for workload detection in smart contract, which is one important part in blockchain network. By the proportion analysis, developer can check workloads in the process and developing decentralized application for blockchain network and prevent attack from hacker and decided of blockchain network and application. In the future, we are going to research as a technical for workload detection, such as dynamic analysis and using smoothing for workload detection or deep learning and CRL and IRS here. And the Ethereum visual smoothing based on workload detection. Yes. I have finished my presentation. Thank you for listening.